Hi everyone, welcome to BrickVault. Today I get to show off one of the coolest and longest custom LEGO models that we just added to our vault. This is a 1/200 scale USS Iowa, one of the most famous battleships ever built. It's designed by Chuck, a builder who has quickly become an incredible shipbuilder. The curves, micro modeling techniques, and attention to detail are simply unparalleled. Now, this floating behemoth, nicknamed the Big Stick, is most notable for its service during World War II. It ferried President FDR and senior U.S. Army and Navy commanders to the Tehran Conference. Only 4 Iowa-class battleships were ever constructed, and this model can actually be built as its sister ship, the USS Missouri. We'll be showing off that version in a future video. All 4 Iowa-class ships saw extensive action during World War II, and each had a long, storied career that extends into the late 1980s as the last battleships operated by any country. After their decommissions, they were tastefully preserved and turned into museum ships: Iowa at LA, Missouri in Hawaii, New Jersey in New Jersey, and Wisconsin at Virginia, further solidifying their iconic status. This truly massive model has so many awesome details to talk about, and before we get into that, I want to let you know that you can get the instructions to build this ship for yourself at brickvault.toys. Check the link in the video description. With each instruction purchase comes a PDF step-by-step guide to build and upload a part list for fast ordering and pieces you need online. With this purchase, you'll receive the instructions for both the Iowa and Missouri battleships. All of our models are physically tested in real life, instructions are troubleshot for clarity, and parts are curated for availability. Buying instructions from us is an excellent way to support our channel and the talented builders that we work with, like Chuck, who also made instructions for the USS Atlanta light cruiser. So click the link in the description below if you want to build this awesome model. And getting back to the model itself, without question, the most eye-catching feature is its sheer scale. At 138 centimeters or 4.5 feet long, this model is built to impress. Easily recognizable from across the room, this ship will attract people to come take a closer look, and upon further inspection, the intense attention to detail will surely stun. Heck, I stun myself just gazing at the detail work, and I've been admiring this build for weeks now. One of the more impressive engineering features is the smooth tapering hull. Making these curves look right is the result of a painstaking design process, and I'm honestly floored by just how great it looks. Normally, LEGO ships have more clunky, stepped-out exteriors, but not this model. At a distance, you certainly wouldn't assume that it's even made out of LEGO. And that's actually one of my favorite things to see, when somebody doesn't realize a model is LEGO until they look at it closely, and then you get that second wave wow factor. Now, further to the tapering hull is the sloping flared bow, which means the front of the ship angles both upward and outward. This iconic feature gives the Iowa her distinct, streamlined, and speedy look, which was actually her most important design requirement when they were commissioned by the Navy. Now, regarding the detail work, it's really hard to know where to begin, so why not dive right into the superstructure? Floor upon floor upon floor, this model has layers of AA cannons, turrets, gun directing towers, and radar. The Iowa was a gun platform designed to deliver more firepower than anything else in the fleet. And frankly, you may have guessed that by just looking at the ship. About every square inch of this model is covered in some type of gun. Its armament includes 76 Bofors 40mm anti-aircraft guns in 19 quadruple mounts. It has a complement of 49 20mm Oerlikon anti-aircraft guns, 10 twin dual-purpose 5-inch guns that could load anti-ship or anti-air ammunition, and then of course the real prize, the 9 16-inch guns with 6 up front and 3 in the back. These guns on their own are truly an engineering marvel, and one of the reasons that the Iowa saw such extended service. Capable of firing at targets up to 20 miles or 32 kilometers away, each turret required a minimum of 77 men to fire the 3 guns per turret. And the ship has 3 of those turrets, which means that's a lot of crew just to fire the main cannons. Fortunately, she carried more than enough crew with a complement of 2,700 officers and men. Now, toward the stern of the ship, we have 2 hydraulic catapults carrying Kingfisher float planes. These aircraft were used for scouting, directing battleship fire, and even rescue operations. The planes were capable of water landings and could then be lifted from the water using the Iowa's crane. Now, of course, the Iowa didn't just carry insane firepower, it also had over 12-inch thick or 30.7 centimeter thick belt armor capable of deflecting anti-ship ammunition and designed to minimize damage from torpedo impacts. And for the record, an Iowa-class ship has never been sunk. Now, what's really cool about Chuck's design is he's carried over the waterline separation feature from the Atlanta and Fletcher class ships that we also sell in the store. This allows the ship to be displayed as if it's in the water and ready for battle. This way you could display it in a fleet diorama, and if you prefer to display it in this manner, you can actually just order the parts for the top half of the build, massively reducing the overall cost. Both halves of the ship are incredibly strong and can be carried around easily. Chuck told us it was important for him to make the model as strong as possible while not sacrificing proportions and accuracy. The middle of the ship is designed to be easily gripped by a single person during assembly or transport. The stand is also optional in case you just wanted to rest the whole on a shelf or table. Ultimately, this model makes for one of the most impressive display pieces you can build out of Lego. It's been a joy for me to show it off to my friends and display it proudly in my house. The build quality is truly masterful, combining functionality, display options, build quality, and extreme detail with no downsides. Well, other than the fact that you'll need a large space to display the model. Again, you can pick up the instructions at brickvault.toys and build this beauty for yourself. Check the link in the video description. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time here at BrickVault.